Greetings and welcome back once again to Campaign Leipzig. I am your host as always. Now let's see what my opponent's gotten up to this turn. How goes his, quote, withdrawing? Lose a couple of men there. I remain losing. That one battalion is getting pretty badly chipped. And it looks like he's shifting forces to counteract my move, which is what I wanted him to do. So the big thing is, while I keep losing more men as I advance, that's only natural. Looks like he's using those Cossacks to basically screen off Bowerman's cavalry brigade from Soyam's corps, which is exactly what I wanted. If those Hussars and Baden Dragoons are tying down a huge chunk of Cossacks, then all the better for me. They're so that was some disordered dragoons. That was some Prussian cavs, probably going through this gap. His cavalry continues to fall back. So does his infantry. There's some Silesian land there. Guns that have unlimbered. Lose 4 of my Neapolitan chasseurs there, but unfortunate, but not catastrophic. Wait, there wasn't even unfortunate really, because, well, barely any casualties whatsoever. Had it been 20, then yeah, I would be saying definitely more unfortunate. 2 units undisorder out of 8, no one recovers fatigue, and no one routs. So let's have a look. Say we got over 1,000 Silesian landwehr there. A column of Fusiliers, some Jaegers, more Jaegers, infantry battalion, 2 more landwehr, another 2 landwehr, bunch of landwehr cav, another bunch of landwehr cav, some Fusiliers are in there, and then regular musketeers, reserve infantry, and then Russians. Let's look at my artillery. What have we got? You can see things, so you might as well shoot at things. Problem is, there's nothing really in range. In the end, that's the big issue. There's nothing really in range. Those Italians, for example, can't see anything. You can. I doubt you're going to do much, but shoot at them. Now, I could charge. That would be very foolhardy, however. So in this case, the 3rd Squadron of the Neapolitan Chasseurs will head out this way. The 2nd Squadron do that. 4th. Just to put a bit more, quote, pressure on this area. Why am I doing that? I'm doing things out of order, as always, so let's start over here. Bring the 10th Hussars this way again. Baden Dragoons, and the last of the elements of the 10th Hussars. The Hessians will advance. Yes, they will go their full movement forward that they can. The Baden line bring up the Baden foot guns. Horse artillery can go there. They'll go there. While I bring the 12th Chasseur further forward. Bring up the remaining elements of the Bardens. Second Lancers. Eleventh Chasseur, more second Lancers, what are you? 11th Chasseurs, so, and then the 11th will come up and basically sit at the back here. Hessian foot guns will come up. Wagons, wagons, and then Maréchal Ney will come over there. And then Gerard with his various cavalry. The 9th Hussars. Second Squadron. Fourth Lancers. I'm a little blobbed up here, unfortunately, but I'm getting across the stream fairly nicely, all things considered. I am actually going to swing the Bardens ever so slightly. For 2 reasons. 1, to sort of close off that gap, but also 2, to give the cavalry a bit more space to play with. You are part of Exelmann's cavalry, so Exelmann will wait for now. Let's get General Delmas forward and nice and set up and ready to go. Delmas. They'll just have to do. Let's move these cavalry this way. 1, to get more space once again. Which in the end is very key. More space is good space. You are the 4th chasseurs. You are all the 7th. So the 7th will remain the quote reserve of the brigade. General Ricard. Continue to take more losses, but all things considered, continue to bring up the various guns. will be General Blucher's division now in position. Bring up the heavy guns. The heavy cavalry to take position there so they're protected from the enemy fire. Soyam can go there and still maintain his command. Lot can get out of my way. Get them moved forward and then just continue to shift this division once I make contact, I think the line should not necessarily solidified, but certainly be easier to maneuver around. Bring up his divisional guns, bring up his Nepalese horse artillery, heavy guns, more Naples horse artillery. Turn that direction. You're detached technically. Well, you should technically be there. You should technically. Bring up his divisional guns. Shift up the Italian horse battery. Claim that with General Zatucci, and then he can just go back. and start bringing you down the road. Sebastiani is in effective command of everyone but Rosselli, so Rosselli needs to move up. Naturally, Exelmans isn't in command, but all things considering, that's not too big a deal, because it's a light cavalry brigade, and it's doing light cavalry brigade stuff. Still, my assault is proceeding fairly nicely. I'm what, maybe 3 turns away from actually getting up close and personal with him. What's my losses like at the moment? 400 odd? Not bad. Again, not bad all things considered, given the whole battle over here. Hello, what do we see now? We see more of his line. First of all, we see even more Russian guns. He can't see them. He can see bits of this troop division of Rochambeau's division, but that's about it. What do I want to do? If it wasn't for that cavalry there, I would consider throwing skirmishers across the stream, but with that cavalry there, I have no desire to lose hundreds of men getting across. Besides, this is only meant to be a, quote, diversionary attack anyway. That's all it's meant to be doing. It's only meant to be diverting. Which, from the looks of it, it had done a bit. So the big thing is, if they don't keep running, they will get charged in the butt by cavalry. With the Naples Elite Regiment, 27th Leger, 50th Line, and various other elements of Lederer's division. Yeah, I'm fairly confident I can dislodge him between Girard, Lederoux, and then Carpentier down here. Fairly confident. I might pay for it, but with Ricard and Delmas looking to hit here, and then I'll probably keep Albert in reserve now that I think about it. Keep him as a reserve division. What do we got? Basquet, some artillery and Bashkirs. Cossacks, who can't charge me. Well, I suppose they could. They could charge me. The question is, will he? Because of the overall, quote, risk. Interesting. Still, I'm very happy with my army's performance so far, even though nothing's really happened. It's literally just been skirmishing, probing, and artillery fire. But soon, hopefully soon, the Allies will look to put up a fight. I think they're going to look to put up a fight here. It's the only thing that makes sense when it comes to, well, the fact that he's got a wall of artillery and infantry there. So for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have enjoyed once again, even if there's nothing, quote, really happening at the moment. Chance for rain by 11, so within the next hour or so, there's a chance for rain. Which would be interesting, actually, because rain could be quite useful to me. Because it will lower the effectiveness of the artillery a little bit. Still, I hope you have enjoyed. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. But until next time, bye bye for now.